Hello there, my name's Carolyn and today I'm going to show you a 20-minute workout for Pilates. This is more of a beginner's Pilates. You can lower or modify some of the moves and I'll show you some modifications as well. Okay, so we'll get started. For this one I'd like you to start with standing. So you're going to bring your feet so they are parallel and then the hip width apart. And the first way we do this is we bring our heels together, just like a duck. Yeah, toes out, and then keep your feet where they are, and then turn the heels out. Good. And then from here, you're going to soften the knees. Soften the knees. We do hold a lot of tension in our legs, so just soften the knees. And then imagine yourself being pulled up out of your ankles into your hips, and then bring your ribs over your hips so you're nice and lengthened. And then I want you to think yourself with a waistcoat on and just tuck everything in so that by this, waistcoat's on and I just tuck my tailbone in and lift up nice and tall. Lengthen through the neck, look forward, so find the length of the neck. You can almost imagine your piece of string attached to the ceiling and it's pulling your whole body, lengthening your body right up to the ceiling, almost like lifting you up out of your ankles, nice and tall. Okay, good position to start. So from here, we're going to just do some gentle movements with the shoulders to relax any tension in the neck. So first of all, I want you to roll the shoulders around, nice big circles, forward and back. Still lifting up through the feet. Roll the shoulders forward and back, nice big circles. Take a breath in, out. Release any tension in the body, in the neck. One more, and back. And now we're going to do some nice gentle neck rolls. So just be kind to your neck, tucking the chin to chest here, and then take your cheek over to the shoulder, drop your shoulder down, bring it back, and round the other way. Inhale, exhale as you roll. Breathe in, breathe out and roll. Releasing any tension, gentle movement, making sure that the shoulders are down the spine, you're not bringing the shoulders up to the head. And then restack the head back on top of your shoulders. Okay, looking up and forward. Brilliant. Okay, so now we're going to add a little bit of movement here. So soften the knees for me. I want you to sit in your heels, soften your knees, lengthen up. Good. And then we're going to take the hands, we're going to put them on our hips. Okay, and then all I want you to do is tuck the pelvis in and back. So we're working lower back, releasing any tension in the lower back. So tucking the tailbone in and back. Tuck the pelvis. Keep the knees nice and soft. Looking up and forward. Last two. Last one. And just push into the feet and lift yourself back up. We're going to put some arm movements in that as well. So arms to your sides, then soften the knees. Okay, here we go. We're going to tuck the tailbone in, round the chin to chest and back. Tucking in, chin to chest and back. Stay this way and back. Let's put some energy into this movement. Breathing in. Imagine you're a beautiful swan and you're wrapping your wings around the front of you. Tuck in and out. Last one. In and out. Gorgeous. And open up the chest and bring the arms down by his side. Okay, relax the knees, come up, standing, relax the knees. Now for this one, I'm going to get you just to soften the knees slightly. We're going to come into a roll down. So relax the arms, let them like ragdoll, let them go. Tuck the chin into chest, and we tuck the chin in and we roll down, let the arms go, let them go. Lovely stretch for the lower back. Don't tense the feet. Don't grip with the feet. Just find your lovely feet with your balance in the feet, your big toe, little toe, and your heel. You no need to grip the floor. You're not going anywhere. Tuck the chin in. Exhale, roll down. Roll through the hip and restack. Breath in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale, and up. This is our last one. Down you go. Bend the knees and roll back up. Lifting up. Good. Now take the feet slightly wider apart. We're going to do side bend. Now, I'm going to get you to imagine you're holding a big beach ball. Nice big beach ball. Big beach ball. Okay. And then from here, we're going to twist. So take the hip out to the side and then turn your beach ball another way and twist. Looking up and forward. Inhale, exhale as you twist. Don't drop the ball. Now find your feet even on the mat. And we're just going to take the hip bone out to the wall and back. Breath in. Inhale, exhale as you twist. Inhale, exhale, back. Last two. Last one. And bring it back. Okay, and roll the arms down by your side. We're going to work on balance now. So we'll start with tennis ball rising. So feet are parallel, arms down by your side. And you want to lengthen up again. Remember, tuck the tailbone in, lift up, ribs out of hips, palms towards your side. Take a breath in. You're going to lift those arms up, roll for the foot and onto your toes. So really draw those heels up to your calves. Good calf stretch here. Inhale and exhale, lift. And back. Inhale, exhale, lift. And back. Inhale, exhale, lift. And back. Last one. Up. And back. Beautiful. And bring your arms down by your side and feet are parallel. Now we're going to work on our balance. So feet, again, hip width apart. You're going to put a lot of pressure into the one foot, okay? So from here, I'm going to ask you to lift up, ribs out hips. You're going to bring one leg into a knee flexion, okay? And you're going to lift. So I want you to imagine you're lifting up, finding a balance, and down. So almost like you're tapping the floor, looking up and forward. Inhale, exhale. Now we can stay here, or we can make it a little bit more challenging by lifting the arms up and down. Inhale, exhale, up and down. Last one, up and down. Now, draw that leg back in. Right, from here we're going to the opposite side. So first of all, we can start with just the foot. Find that balance in the opposite foot. You might find your ankle's going to want to wobble. And how we stop this is we squeeze the glutes, you lengthen up, you find your big toe, little toe, and your heel. Let's put some arms in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And bring it back. Good. Okay, staying with balance. We're going to come up with our leg again. Lift up, lengthen through the hips. So find that length through the front of the hip. Okay, we're going to make feet circles. It's really good for the ankles. So we'll do 4 this way and 4 the other way. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Lift up, don't lean forward. Imagine again that piece of strings lifting you up from the top of the head and walk it back in. Opposite side. Lift, lengthen up through top of the head. Circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the other way. Good. Look up and forward, don't look down. And bring it back to this position. Wonderful. Okay, come back to standing. We're going to come down onto the mat now. So, you need a head cushion for this. So we want to keep the head in line with the spine. You're going to walk down on your mat. We'll start with our spine on the mat. And first thing we're going to do is do a spine twist. Hands up, arms open, palms facing down, shoulders open, feet together. calves together, thighs together. You roll one foot on top of the other and back. Inhale, exhale, and back. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, 2 more. Okay, last one. Shoulders down and bring up arms back to where they started, down by the side, feet are parallel. Okay, shoulders relax, open the front of chest. We're going to come up into spine curls. So press into the foot of the mat, tuck the tailbone in, start to curl up, lift up into the shoulders. Inhale and exhale as we roll back down. Breathing in, breathe out. Lift. Okay, shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Inhale, exhale, tuck it in. Sail the knees away. Take a nice breath in and roll back down. Keep the weight even. Inhale and exhale. Lift. Inhale, exhale. Roll it back down. Good, nice and even. Okay, so let's have the ribs floating down. And the reason I say this is we want to not create so much of a gap between you and the mat. Okay, so ribs floating down, but relax the shoulders and keep them nice and open, feet parallel. Now you're going to really engage your lower abs here. So this is really down here, the lower abs. So arms down by side, sink the ribs down, take a breath in and breathe out as you bring your leg into a fold. Inhale, exhale, bring the other leg up. Relax the shoulders. Okay, inhale. I want you to just bring that foot back down in its footprint. So you're keeping it a nice hip hinge movement. Up, up, down, down. So if you're finding this really challenging for your lower abs, you can bring your feet, knees closer into your chest. You might want to bring them in a little bit more, so it's less of a hinge. Yeah. If not, we make more of a hinge by bringing the leg up and bring it straight back down into its footprint. So this is called a hip hinge. You're working your lower abs. Now 2 more. Down. Good. Okay. Now from here, I want you to bring your knee into your chest and just give it a nice cuddle in towards you. And then lower the opposite leg, lengthen it. Now really lengthen that leg, let the hip bone open up at the front. Now tuck your chin in and rounding up towards your knee. Now, if you suffer with neck problems and you find this more challenging, you can keep your head down or you can build up some cushions so your head's up here, yeah? Or head down. But we're going to come up. You take your outside hand to the outside the leg, the calf muscle, okay, and you stay here. Now you lift your leg up and you're turning your heels in, you change. You always keep the outside hand to the outside the leg and the heel comes inward. You really stretch the leg away. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you're down on the mat, you would be here. But we're up. Last ones. And bring your feet back down and roll back onto the mat. And release. Arms down by your side. Perfect. We're going to roll over to one side. And then I want you to come back up into sitting. And the next movement we're going to do is in 4-point kneeling. So 4-point kneeling, you want your hands directly underneath your shoulder and knee underneath the hip. You want a long back. If you're too far forward, you're going to round. I want a nice long back. So knee underneath the hip, spread the hands out. And then lift the head so it's in line with spine. You're going to slide opposite arm and leg away. And back. Keep the hip bones down towards the floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So really lengthen, lift, and lift. So point your toes, point your fingers. Also make sure that the legs no higher, just long, because otherwise we want the hip bones to stay down towards the floor. We'll do one more. Lift is a flow of movement. Now bring your hands to the mat. Still keep a long body, a little connection in your tummy. We're going to go into cats. So just tuck the tailbone in, really round the tailbone, nod the chin. Inhale, and then exhale. I want you to come back to where we started. So lengthen the arms, okay, don't bend the arms, lengthen them. And we tuck the tailbone in, nod the chin, and back. Inhale. We're trying to create as much roundness as we can with the lower body. So tucking the pubic bone in, round, 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 nod the chin. Inhale, exhale, lift. And again. And lift. Last one, tucking in. And lift. Good. Okay, we're just going to sit back on the heels and stretch the hands out, because being on the wrists can be quite challenging for some, but also it's very good for building up those muscles and those joints, those ligaments in the wrists. Very good. Okay, we're going to go back into 4-point kneeling, and we're going to do a lovely exercise called threading the needle, which is a spine twist. So back into our original exercise. Knee underneath the hip, hands here, chest. Now, this one I'm going to get you to send your left foot away. I'm going to use my left foot because it's near me. All right, and send it away and hook it to floor. This is my hook, it doesn't move. Right, so my right hand, I'm going to bring my right hand through, and I bring it all the way through, bringing the shoulder to mat. Inhale, and as I rotate, I'm going to lift my arm up to ceiling. Okay, now, if this is too challenging with the arm, let me change leg. If this is too challenging, you can roll the arm through, and you can roll the arm out and just bring your hand to your breastbone and bring the elbow up. Bring it back through. Inhale and exhale. Or alternately, you make it a little bit more challenging with the arm. Arm comes through. Inhale, exhale, bring the hand to chest. Lift the elbow. Okay, good. All right, we'll just go back to the other side. 5 more on the other side now. So you stay on one side, doing 5. Inhale, exhale, and lift. This exercise, we're opening the front of the chest, stretching, working on the pectorals, and also upper back, hip, and lower back. Last one. Lift, 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 lift up. And back. Good. And bring your feet back down on the mat and just sit back into child position. Okay, if you're comfortable, you can come into this position where you're resting your neck. So supporting your neck. Just bring your fists one on top of the other. Good. Now, I'm just going to ask you to tuck your toes underneath you, pushing into your hands, and you're going to lift up into that lovely dog stretch, bringing the heels towards the floor, lifting up, taking a breath in, and exhale. Now, just bend the knees, walk your hands back, bring the feet so they're slightly wider, nod the chin, and then slowly coming up, lower back, middle back, upper back, and bring your shoulders back. You might feel a little bit dizzy, so just take a few breaths as you come back up. So we're going to do a nice exercise called the saw. You take your legs nice and wide, yeah, If you're on the mat long ways, it's nice to do it long ways so you can get a bit more length, okay? I find people want to do it this way. It's better to go long so you've got nice length. So legs out, nice and tall. Again, tuck your tailbone in, arms nice and long. Then from here, we're going to do a nice movement. We're flowing. We're just going to roll to one side, bending the knees, side to side, reaching side to side. Inhaling, exhaling, reaching as far as we can across the room. Really reach. Reach, look at that hand. Reach. Soften the knees. Last two. Last one. And then come back into neutral and into saw. We're going to turn, little finger to little toe, look at opposite hand. Twist through the body, forward. Inhale, exhale, lift, open. Breath in, out, lift, inhale. So if it's challenging, you can bend the knees slightly to get into your saw, or straighten. And last one, and back. And bring your arms back to your side. Good. And come back into feet hip width apart and parallel. We're going to do some lovely deep breathing to finish off with and to energize the body. So, feet parallel, you're going to take a nice deep breath in. And you're going to exhale. Up towards the sky and round. Inhale. Exhale. And up. Take a nice breath in. Let's energize the body. Exhale. Open the lungs. And bring it back. Just roll the shoulders down your side. And relax. Well done. Thank you for joining me for today's session.